Brad Pitt's return to drinking after 7 years of sobriety was not triggered by one dramatic moment. Instead, people close to the actor say his relationship with alcohol changed gradually as he gained more distance from the period when drinking had become a serious problem in his life. His decision to start drinking again wasn't based on a dramatic thing that happened where he decided sobriety was over, a source exclusively tells us. It was a gradual shift in how he viewed alcohol and his own relationship with it. At 62, Pitt reportedly felt he had enough perspective to reconsider how he approached alcohol. The insider says he believed he could approach it differently with much stricter boundaries. Wine, in particular, has remained something Pitt enjoys. According to the source, he has not returned to hard liquor and still has a passion for wine, occasionally having a glass or two in moderation. He is able to control that because it's a different relationship with alcohol than he's had before, the source continues. It's something that became unhealthy for him during a period of time, so there are limits he can't cross, and he is aware of those parameters. That distinction is important given what Pitt has previously acknowledged about his drinking. He joined Alcoholics Anonymous in 2016, following his highly publicized split from Angelina Jolie. Jolie filed for divorce in September 2016, citing irreconcilable differences. Their divorce was not finalized until December 2024, bringing an unusually lengthy legal chapter to a close. Pitt has also spoken publicly about the role his drinking played during the breakdown of his marriage. And now, after years away from alcohol, he has acknowledged that his sobriety streak eventually ended. Last week, Pitt told Esquire that he had gotten back off the wagon after 7 years of sobriety. He explained that he had started drinking again in a more restrained manner. For the people around him, the distinction between his past and present behavior appears to be central. The issue was he felt it was more excess in the past, the source tells us. He was at a point where he was at rock bottom, and the excess was the issue, and he is in a different place now. The insider says Pitt does not drink every single day and has changed his actions and habits considerably. That change, according to the source, goes beyond simply limiting how much he drinks. Pitt is described as being in a different emotional place than he was during the turbulent period surrounding the end of his marriage. It's a different life today than the intensely turbulent period surrounding the end of his marriage, the source explains. He is more emotionally stable and less inclined to use alcohol as a coping mechanism. He doesn't want to spend the rest of his life according to the rules created during the worst chapter of his life. Still, those closest to Pitt are not ignoring his history. The source says people around him remain cautious about his decision to drink again, particularly because they know what alcohol represented during one of the most difficult periods of his life. So far, however, the insider says there haven't been any signs there's an issue. 1 to 2 glasses of wine doesn't seem concerning to those close to him because he's at a different point in his life, says the source of those who know Pitt best. But alcohol is only one part of the larger emotional picture surrounding Pitt. His relationship with his children remains a source of pain, particularly after years of estrangement following his divorce from Jolie. He has a lot of pain about the situation with his children, but he has entered a chapter where he's realized certain relationships and circumstances may not return to what they once were, says the insider. It is out of his hands. He can't force the children to see him. He feels he did the best he could to try to repair the relationships as much as possible. Pitt and Jolie, 51, share 6 children. Maddox, 24, Pax, 22, Zahara, 21, Shiloh, 20, and twins Knox and Vivian, 18. The Mr. and Mrs. Smith actor has become estranged from many of their children since the couple's divorce. For Pitt, the situation appears to involve both acceptance and lingering hope. There are regrets, but he has accepted what's happened, the source concludes. He carries a lot of pain and wishes he had a better relationship. He has accepted their decision, but still hopes as time goes on things change in the future. His return to alcohol, then, is being described by those close to him not as a return to the life he once lived, but as a carefully bounded decision made after years of sobriety and personal change. Whether that approach remains sustainable is something Pitt and the people closest to him will have to navigate, especially given how difficult his previous relationship with alcohol became. Us reached out to reps for Pitt for comment.